Hello, my name is Raymond Garchevsky, and I am a living Christ. Today I should like to speak to you about this living Christ and the second coming of Christ consciousness. Take this for what it's worth, but I am the fulfillment of prophecy. I am the simple man who is here to teach you that you, too, are simple men and women of truth unless you have allowed yourself to be trapped by the satanic dualistic intellect. The mind that rules over civilized society, which you will all admit if you are honest with yourself, that it is a dualistic, opposing, violent hell. Yes, civilized life, the life that you lead, is a fiction of your mind, your intellect, your dead mind. You are the living dead. You obey words, rules. Man's intellectually constructed laws, which are all satanic, because all thought based in the dualistic intellect are of Satan. They are the opposer. That's the nature of dualism. You have left your subconscious mind, which is the mind of non-dualism, the mind of truth, the mind of oneness, the mind of God, the mind of the Creator. And you have adopted instead to live in the satanically ruled, indoctrinated intellect. For you, that is what life is all about. But if you look deep enough, if you penetrate the illusions of the fictional life that is born of your thoughts, you will find that that life is hell itself. That's the lie that you have been taught all of your lives. You have lived a lie, and the lie rules over you. You obey it. It has enslaved you. When in fact you are the creator of your world. If you operate in truth, in non-dualism, in the subconscious mind, you are God. Yes, you are the God of your own life. You are the creator of your life. You form. You create the kind of life that you desire by your actions, by your thoughts. Surely you think, but those thoughts are interfering with the non-dualistic energy of what is truth. Understand? You must strike a balance between your subconscious mind and your satanically ruled conscious intellect. And that's what I'm here for. I have been at this for 25 years. It's been a tough row to hoe. You folks are tough. You're tough nut to crack. You adhere to the pain and suffering of your egos, of your dualistic intellects. You live in confusion. You live in violence. You live in argumentation, debate. Oh, once in a while you have moments of love. That's when you slip into your subconscious mind and you become as one with that which is, you see. That's what God is. God is all there is. You are the manifestation of God in your body and mind. But the mind is satanic in nature, for it is dualistic and opposing. Therefore, it creates confusion, and you must resolve that confusion in order for you to act clearly. That's what this life is all about. You understand, all of you, with the exception of very few, obey your authorities. Who are those authorities? The authorities of government, the authorities of religion, with the various gods who have different names, but actually they represent the one God that is, and that is truth. That is what is. That's non-dualism, and that can only be experienced in the subconscious mind in a momentary flight from duality. You are at one with that is, which is, and that is understanding. That's what understanding is all about. And you seek understanding, but your intellect fights you every step of the way. You believe in fictional ideas that create a fictional world. This world on Earth, the civilized life, is a fiction. The government, the religion, they're all fictions. You don't think so? How have they been created? They've been created by you, by your belief, by your desire. You create government. You create authority. You create priests. You create cops, judges, politicians, bureaucrats. They're all of your mind, your intellectual mind. Do you understand? In your subconscious mind, it's all energy, just undefined energy. But when you define that energy, put it into words, you create a fictional world, and that's the world that you create for yourself. So if you're living in hell, guess who created that hell? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's all unnecessary. Government isn't necessary. If you follow God's law, which is do no harm, tell no lies, what happens? You are acting non-dualistically. There is no one to tell a lie to. There is no one to harm. That's love. You understand? I'm talking about energy now. I'm not talking about the words that separate you and I. I must live in your world, but I'm not of it. You are hopelessly trapped in your own thoughts, and you have created your own hell. I'm here to tell you that it's all a fiction. The life that you lead is a fiction, a fairy tale, an illusion. It isn't real, but you believe it to be real, and therefore you live in hell, the hell of duality, the hell of pain, of suffering, of opposition, of anger. Understand? No one in your lifetime has told you this. No one. That I can guarantee, because you believe. You believe in the illusions that have been peddled into you, because in return, they extricate your energy in the form of money. You support Satan, but you will not support this Christ who tells you the truth. I suggest you check out my more than 500 videos that you'll find on YouTube and on Vimeo. I had put my videos also in other areas of video production. But I have been banned. I have been stopped from expressing myself. Why? Is there anything in what I've said to you in this video that is so obstructive, other than the fact that you're living a lie? And I'm hurting your feelings, I'm sure of that, because you take great pride in living the lie that you believe in. But look at what that lie has produced on this earth. Look at the wars, the killing, the crime, the separations, the ill tempers. That's what hell's all about. That's not heaven. I promise you heaven, because I show you that if you're living in a world of non-duality, you are in heaven. You are what is. You are the God of your life. You stop believing in fairy tales of words and ideas that have been programmed into you since you were children. But you see, that programming stays with you for the rest of your life, and you grow old, and you die, not ever knowing who you truly were. But that's your purpose for being here on this earth, to find out who you are, and your purpose for being here, and that is to know that you are God. You have been lied to when you have been told there is a God in heaven. Duality, he's somewhere else, but he's not you. That's a lie. A damned lie. You are the creator of your world. You are God. Because God is all that is. There is nothing that is not God. You are the manifestation of that God. And yet you, the thinking human being, the school, the educated one, the intellectual, philosopher, you create all kinds of illusory images to argue about. But it's all fiction. It's all a lie. All you know is a lie. That's hell. Time to drop it. Time to boycott government. Oh, there are many, many, many of you who will prance around, posture, and boast how tough you are, how willing you are to die for your truth, for your country. You're willing to die for a fiction? For that's all this country is. You live on earth. You are the God of your life. And you fight with others who think that they are slaves. But that makes you a slave too. Because if you understood that you were the God of your own life, who could have control over you? I have proven this in this lifetime. With the courts of Oregon, my experiences, this living Christ, not bad for an ex-cop, huh? Yeah, I've been through it all. I've been through the violence. I've learned what there was to learn about it. And I love, because I live and I act in my non-dualistic subconscious mind. But I must use words in order to communicate with you. And unfortunately, those words, which contain the energy of truth, the spirit of truth, is heard at the letter of the word level of interpretation, the intellectual satanic level. So you don't hear what I have to say. You interpret what I have to say, and you react to your own interpretation. That's hell, isn't it? That's what you have to learn. And the only way you're going to learn is to watch my videos, because you'll find them nowhere else on earth. On earth. It's not a brag. That's just plain truth. Look at the efforts that are used, have been used for the last 25 years to stop, to destroy the credibility of this living, simple man of truth. They've all failed, including a court sentencing one for 40 years, a sentence of 40 years, of a threat of 40 years, and that sentencing was rejected, simply rejected by this living Christ, because it had no jurisdiction over me, the living man, because it, the fictional court, and the fictional judge, all playing their roles in a fictional world, has jurisdiction only over other jurisdictional constructions, persons. They have jurisdiction over you because you have been declared to be a person legally, satanically, and you believe it. You're living in a satanic world when you obey man's law, because God's law is all there is. Do no harm, tell no lies. Tell me, what need is man's law if you follow that course of action? Now, I don't know how to become any more simple than I am as far as explanation of something that is unexplainable. Truth is unexplainable. It stands for on its own. It requires no explanation. It is experienced, resonated with. You understand? If you need an explanation, you're in hell. That's the fact. You're all in hell. That's not an insult. I'm giving you a gift that no other man that you know, other than Jesus of Nazareth, has given to the world. Prior to that, you have been at the mercy of satanic leadership who declare wars, who create empires, and extract your energy, your life energy, through banks, the money changers. They seduce you. They promise you, but they take from you your energy, your life. It's all about to change. I'm here to bring about the second coming of Christ consciousness. And you can see that for 25 years, the satanic forces which can destroy anyone. Look at the politics. They can destroy anybody with words. They can't do it with this man, have they? They had to set me free when I refused to accept their sentence of 40 years. Well, they could mealy mouth their way and say the sentence wasn't 40 years, but that's what they threatened me with at the beginning. And they do this by pyramiding charges all the time with people and scaring the hell out of them until they cop a plea. That's how the system works. Didn't work this time. I called their bluff and they folded. And what I can do, so can you. Every man, every woman of you. You are living. You are children of God, the manifestation of God on earth. live it.